Bank of Industry, Lapo, rent money, fair money, all this CBN license, genuine microfinance bank. Please watch this video. Now, I'm going to use, they used, all of them, they practically use the same templates. Yeah, the only difference is maybe variation in interest. Now, let me use this as a case study. This guy borrowed 1.8 million naira. Of course, to them, 1.8 million, 316 naira. But they will transfer 1.8 million naira to this guy. And he's going to pay back weekly. So the flat interest rate, this is not monthly interest rate, this is weekly interest rate. Now, if you check the interest rate, 1.3 times 4, this guy is paying 5.42 per month. You know, it's fair, which is okay. An average microfinance, this is what they charge. To you, you will assume, oh, this is better. That is why if you want to borrow money from any microfinance or financial institution, whatever you want to use, make sure that the money you want, don't use the money and invest it in a business that you will not get the turnover. That thing will swallow you up. Let's continue. You understand why you must be careful if you want to borrow money. Now, when you go to, so this guy is going to pay back eventually. Is going to the first week he's going to pay 152,000, and the subsequent week he's going to be paying 113,000 per month. All right. So by the time per week rather, which to you 1.8 million. Let me get 1.8 million, and then I will be able to sort out the number of things. Not knowing that you are actually destroying yourself, because every week you'll be removing 100,000 naira from the capital and be giving it back to them, because they expect you that, oh, the money should have generated something, so that you perpetually depend on them. All right, so let's continue. So you agreed to pay a management fee 1%. They will add 1% to it. It's different from the 1.8. You pay extra 1%. You pay a buffer of extra 10% on that money for security and insurance. Then, not only that, you are going to pay. So you agree to GSI so that they can auto debit your account. Then you will agree to pay insurance of 10%. I think I can't lay my hands on that for now. So, and then early termination fee of 1.5%. And if there is any, you also agree that if there is any overdue, they're going to add 1% interest on monthly basis. I'm going to explain that to you. Now, this is where the problem lies. So there is a 1% flat rate of overdue interest. I'm going to calculate that for you. Now, if you go to, at the end of it all, so this guy is going to pay back 2.7 million naira for 1.8. So the interest on that loan is about 800,000 naira within the space of 6 months. 28 weeks is about 6 months. Let's do the math. 28 weeks, that's 28 divided by 4. So that was about 7 months. Now, under 7 months, you are going to pay back 856,000. And 856,000 is about 50%. Let me check it. So 856 is about 45, not up to 40, let's say 45% per month. That is exactly what the amount we are going to pay. We are going to pay 45%. Let's just do the math by ourselves. So if you are paying 1.38 multiplied by 4, that's for 1 month, times 7. So you are paying 38%, 38.6%. But unfortunately, if you calculate this 38.6%, you are going to get, multiplied by 30.6% multiplied by 1.8 million divided by 100. So you have to pay on your interest alone. That's ideally your interest. You are supposed to pay 695,000. But because of buffer, because of insurance, because of management fee 1% and all that, they added a management fee. Because of this management fee and everything that, let me see if I can get the management fee. Okay, so because of management fee and every other thing, they added extra 10 or 15% buffer to it. So practically you are paying 45%. You understand how it works. So you are paying 45% with their management fee and everything. So they expanded it to 10%. Now, this is where the problem lies. Now, to you, when you see this thing, for the first month, you are not going to pay anything for the first month. Zero, 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 zero. You're not going to pay everything, which is a very good thing. That is why, if you want to borrow money from microfinance, you need to make sure that you are getting daily money, or else you will kill yourself. Now, all the amounts you are supposed to pay for the first month, you are going to pay it first week of the fifth month. You are going to pay it. So you are paying the principal. You are paying 54,000 naira. The interest you are paying 50,000 plus the grace period. This is the grace period. Do you get that now? If you go to Lapo, the same thing. Lapo will give you extra 1 month, as in 1 month free, that you will not pay anything. They will not pay everything at once. So for the grace period, all the grace period, you are paying it here. So 56,000 naira. At the end of it, you are going to be paying, a payment due is 152,000. Now, and you keep paying 130,000, 130,000, 130,000, 130,000, 113,000, and all that. Notice that the interest you keep returning the interest, returning like that, which is, this is a standard practice. Now, this is where the problem lies. The moment you default on this loan, just one default, maybe you are unable to pay for a particular week, and they will now add for that month, they will add 1%. They will add 1% on that loan. They will add 1%. So let's do the math. 1% on the loan. And that 1% will be for this loan. For the first 3 months. For this month now. This one, they will add 0.5%, 1%, 1%, 1%. Now, if you are unable to pay for a very long time, they will keep adding 1% on each of this loan. 1% for this month. Let's say this is month 1, 2, 3, 4. They will keep adding 1% for this, 1% for this, 1% for the following third month, 1% the fourth month, 1% the fifth month, 1% sixth month. So at the end of the month, after you are unable to pay at all for the remaining 27, 28 weeks. Maybe after 28 weeks, you now wanted to pay. The problem is this: the overdue interest on that loan will now be 1% of, let's say you are supposed to, under normal condition, you are supposed to pay 113, 113, 8110 multiplied by 4. So which is you are supposed to pay 450,000 naira for that month. Now divided, so is that divided by multiplied by 1% now. So divided by 100. So we're going to be paying 4,500, 4,552 naira every month for month 1. Month 2, you pay another one. Month 3, you pay another one. Month 4, you pay another one. 5, 6, 7. So at the end of the 8th month, you are not going to be paying 1% again. You are going to be paying, that is 8 times now. So you are supposed to pay for 8 months. So it's going to be 8 multiplied by, that's 8% multiplied by the amount you borrow from them. That is 8. It's not going to be 8% instead of 1%, because they're going to treat it as as an individual loan, not on the entire loan. They're going to treat it like that, and they will keep adding it every month. You know the annoying part. The moment you stop paying, the moment you start paying gradually, your interest will keep accumulating. That's the problem. So the interest alone, that's 8% in a month, multiplied by 10 months, or let's say 12 months now. Let's say 12, multiplied by 12 months. It will now, you have, within the space of 1 year, your money, you are supposed to pay 1.8 million, it will now be 3.2 million. That is 96%. That is what you are going to pay. 96%, that's 96% of the money is what you are going to pay. If you stop paying for a whole year, 96%. So the best way you can go, the best way you can solve this problem is, number one, you need to make sure that this is that you pay off. If it is microfinance, Lapo, the rest you have to pay. You pay if it's Lapo. That's why we are warning, we are crying that you should stop borrowing from loan apps. They will ruin you financially. Under normal condition, what you need to do, if you know that you don't have money, except you restructure the loan, Don't say, let me be paying small, small. Let me be paying small, small. The whole thing will just be, you will just be renewing your interest, the interest. You just be paying for the interest without touching the principal and the principal and the initial interest. You will only be renewing the overdue interest. So if you have defaulted on loan, I'm not referring to loan now, please. I'm referring to banks, microfinance banks, Lapo and the rest, and this money and co. Make sure you have a negotiation with them that they should pause the loan, they should pause the interest. If they're not going to pause the interest, under CBN law, after 3 months, they're supposed to stop adding overdue interest to it. If they're not going to do that, any money you pay, you are just wasting your money. So what you need to do is go to them, let them negotiate, they will pause it. Make sure they pause the loan and the interest, overdue interest. Then you now create you now restructure the loan and pay off. If it is not 1 month 9 months or 3 months or 6 months, pay off. Don't get this habit of, okay, you have 50,000 there today, take it. You will only be servicing overdue interest. You just be servicing overdue interest. Make sure the moment you default on a loan, stop paying gradual money. Let's say, the agent will come to you and say, oh yeah, pay small, pay this one. Don't listen to them. Go to their office. Please, I'm not referring to loan apps. Go to their office. Be bold enough to say, this is what the law says. They are under the law. If you check the agreement, you see that they are under law, under the CBN policy. Go to their office. Negotiate. They say, 5,000, yeah, play. Take. The agents are coming. They want to trouble you. 6,000, pay. You are only killing yourself. That's just it. Negotiate that this is what I am ready to offer you. And that solves the problem. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about rent money, Microfinance Bank, what they charge, how they operate. So I'm going to use 4 case study. All right, so this is, they borrowed this person 500,000 naira at flat interest rates, 13.7%, 13.7% in 4 months. That's huge. We may say it's fair, but it's huge. Compared to CBN policy, CBN monetary policy rate is 2.7%. Compare 2.7% to 13.7%. That's huge. Anyway, let's continue. So with this now, this person will pay back 779 in 4 months. This is just more or less like extortion. That's just the absolute truth. Because now you are giving this person, before you can release this money, this person is actually a worker. One way or the other, is a business person. So apparently 13.7% is much. Within 4 months is much. When the CBN monetary policy rate is, you can claim that there's no collateral involved. Of course, with what we have here, no collateral involved. Even at that, 13.7 from 2.7 or thereabout is much. So, okay, let's do the math now. From CBN rate is 27.5 per year, divided by 12, which is 2.2% per month. But you're charging as much as 13.7. Okay, I agree with okay, maybe because you don't know the person or something. But this is 500K. Okay, let's continue. Let's check another person, which is rent money. This person, they borrowed this person 1.8 million. Okay, this is nice now, which is 5.04% per month. That's the flat rate, 5.70%, which this is better. So why are you using different scale for everybody? Let's assume, okay, you don't know the person, you need to build your credit score with the person. And in other words, it simply means that before this person can get up to this person must have paid more than 5-7 times before he can get to 1.8 million. So if you want to use 5 point something, at least 5 point something is fair. To be honest, it's fair. Within 15 months, it's fair. But you can't use 13 point something percent for somebody and another person 5 point something percent, and you are making borrowing a bit difficult for people. We are not saying that what you are doing is wrong or something. Yeah, or at least you're trying in terms of interest rate compared to other criminal loan apps. Okay, so this person is going to pay back 1.8 million to pay back or something, so which is 15%. Now, if you check okay, let's go back to the second one. If you check the agreement, you have to abide with this agreement, because if you check the agreement, you can only add 1%. This is management fee is 1%. Early liquidation, there is early liquidation, and there is a late repayment of 1% flat rates per month, flat per month, which is normal. So you can't continue to keep adding overdue interests. I'm here to confirm that allegedly. I'm here to confirm if you keep adding daily overdue interest. If that, we're going to fight. We're going to raise eyebrow and say, no, this is wrong. You can't be hiding. According to CBN law states that 1% overdue. So I hope you are following that principle as well. Okay, another one, rent money. This is 38 something thousand. So you are giving this guy for 6 months. You are giving this guy, let's check the agreement. The agreement states that you are giving this guy, someone borrowed 385,000 at flat rate of 10.7% in 6 months, which is high. The person that borrowed 500k, you gave that person 13%, and this person 10%. So it simply means that it's not fixed, and you can as well move it to 20% if possible. I've not seen that. Maybe people will upload it theirs and send it to me. So which is high. For 6 months, someone is paying as much as 10%, 10.7%. It's high compared to 2.2% that even if it is 5%, 6%, Nigerians will pay. Don't, because of loan, put the Nigerians into serious bondage. This is high. Nobody can prosper with 10% a month. You can't say it's because there is no collateral. But you know that before you give this loan to this person, there is you confirm that this person is working somewhere. Okay, so another one is 7 million to pay back how much? Let's check the agreement. So agreement states that this person will pay back about 5.3% on 7 million. 5.3% on 7 million in 24 months, which is about 60%, which is still normal. I believe this person is paying, certainly. But another thing is this, which is very, very important that I need to talk about, is if the person eventually, maybe there was job loss, you can't compel anybody to pay whatever, until the person gets a new job. You can't say by force he must pay the money, because this thing is collateral, no collateral. The only collateral is the person's job, and the person, there is no more job. Then you will be forced. You have to do the right thing. So, in as much that we give you a kudos for what you are doing, but please, 13%, 10% is high. Don't put Nigeria into serious debt. Thank you. I don't think loan app is our problem. I think it's actually CBN. That's just the problem. Because this is fair money. A CBN licensed microfinance. CBN license. Tier 1 microfinance bank. Tier 1 that's supposed to help Nigerians. They're supposed to help Nigerians, yet they're the one destroying Nigerians. So please, this is agreement between Fair Money and one of our followers. See, this guy borrowed 1 million naira. The guy don't pay 1 million, about to complete the 1 million naira, and top up 2.2 million, making everything new principal at 3.3. Now 3.3 million. This guy will pay with 3.3 million. Is going to pay 11.6 million naira in 2 years. 11.6 million. 11.6 million in 2 years. And CBN approved these criminals to be operating here in Nigeria. No, now. This thing is, this is, I think it's time for us to start calling CBN out. This guy, the person has already paid about, out of this 1.1 million, has paid about 500 or 700 or thereabouts. And top up of 2.2 million, check it out, top up 2.2 million. And this guy will pay 11.6 million naira under 2 years. So apparently, if you check how he's going to be paying it, check out what he has paid. This guy paid outstanding principal. He paid 200. He's going to be paying 200, 200, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400. So apparently, this guy is going to be in that bondage for the next 2 years. Apparently. Maybe somehow, because of the loan purpose, school or university fees, because he wanted to pay for a school or university fee. But come to think of it, 2.5 million to pay 11.6 million naira, 8 million naira interest, and CBN allowed this to happen to. May CBN never happen to you. That's it. May CBN never happen to you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. There's a huge development in the FCCPC website, and I think it is very, very important we all check it out. Okay, so I can tell you for free that most of the loan apps you are holding, they are no longer registered, or they've changed name. It's really, really, really disheartening that you are just paying mumu money. According to the Digital Electronic Online and Non-Traditional, that is DM Consumer Lending Regulation 2025, any loan apps that you don't see here, don't pay them. If you must pay them, in fact, any loan app that you don't see here, just delete the app. They are no longer registered with FCCPC until, I think they gave them an additional 3 months now to make sure that they register. Any loan app that you don't see here, you'll be shocked that most of the loan apps you are holding that are on Play Store, they are no longer here. So currently, this is for full approval. So let me get all for full approval. Look at it now. Of them, they've changed name. Many of them, they've changed name. That's the irony of this thing. Many of them, they've changed name. So they are here to devour many Nigerians. If you see new set of loan apps, we now have brand new set of loan apps. Brand new. All of them, they've changed their name. Okay, for you to know, if you check S-Cross Cash now, S-Cross Cash, S-Cash, Palm Credit Plus, and Tactic Credit, they've changed name. That is now Major Tech. They've changed name. So this is really disheartening. All of them they've started changing their name so that it will be as if they are new. So please, any loan app that you are holding and you cannot find their root here, I beg, delete them. Delete them. Delete that loan app and stop paying those criminals. These ones now, they have to follow the rules. They have to follow Dion rules. So we're going to go through the Dion rule, Federal Republic of Nigeria Gazette, official gazette. This is the Dion rule now, which we have to follow. Digital, electronic, online, and non-traditional consumer lending regulations. So throughout February, we're going to be dealing with all this digital lending. So, but for the first time, I was shocked when I realized that about 450 loan apps now, all of them, they've changed name. All of them. You can hardly, maybe less than 50 of them. Ade Cash, Win Loan, Menu Fund, Transaction, Cash Boss, Pay5. All of them, they've changed them. So we are in a bigger mess. But I think it's actually a good thing now, because we can easily report them to FCCPC. I think this is the right time for you to report them. So this is how you will know. Any loan apps, let's say this Apex loan app now. Any loan apps, the moment you check them on Play Store, and then the amount they wrote on their Play Store, So let's do a quick catch now. So I'll go to Play Store. So let's look for this S-Cash loan app by New Edge, which is entirely different from the other one. So this S-Cash now. If you want to know any loan apps, make sure you check the app's details. Under these details, if you go to details, look at it now. This is their details. They said their annual percentage APR is between 24 and 36. That is what we're going to work with. That's exactly what we're going to work with. If they like, tell them that is what they're saying is their interest is around 3% per month. That's what they're saying. So if they go against, except they update this, if they go against this, don't pay them again. If they go against this APR, let's look for another one. Let's search for, I'm going to search for, let's say sick loan. sick loan. Under sick loan, let's check the whole thing. Under sick loan, we have, they said their annual percentage rate. That was what they wrote, annual percentage rate, 35%. So 35% simply means you are charging 2% per month. So you cannot tell us now that, oh, you want to charge 40%. Make sure any loan app you borrow, you are borrowing from, make sure you check this from Play Store and have a copy of it and never pay a dime again. Tell them this is what you saw there. It's none of your business what you have on them. That means they are fraudulent. So this is what you declare and this is what you must follow. And thank God things are getting better now. Please, let's come together and support FCCPC. Let's report all these mad loan apps. Look at these elephant loan apps. So please, it is time for us to wake up and fight all these criminals. Let them do the right thing. We'll force them to do the right thing. Now, the juicy part is, if they violate any law now, FCCPC will slam them 100 million naira, and which is a very good thing. So we must ensure that they follow the law to letter. So I was shocked when I see that most of the loan apps are no longer there. Most of the loan apps that we know last year, 2 years ago, they are no longer there. All of them, they've changed name. So please, it is very, very important. We have about 400 of them now, about 500 of them. And many of them, they have two to three loan apps. So if you multiply two, that is registered one, no. If you multiply two loan apps, 2 times about 500, that's 1,000. Apart from the one that are still operating, can you see that you are in a big mess? The same thing goes for this watch list. All these loan app on their watch list, many of them have been delisted actually. If you go to, for instance, there is Chameleon app here, but if you go to delisted app, if you search for Chameleon, you notice that they have been delisted. Okay, so please, it is very, very important we go through this. Then the last one is waiver licensed by CBN. All these ones are licensed by CBN. That does not mean we will not report them. That means we will report these people, all these ones directly to CBN. Do you get that now? These are the ones that can outrightly, they can auto debit you, they can do all those things. So these ones can auto debit you, they can do whatever. Please don't. This one is different from Flexi Credit. PalmPay Limited is different from Flexi Credit. Please don't confuse the two together. They are different from Flexi Credit. So Palm Credit and all that. So please, let's be guided. This time around, we are ready for them. They must do the right thing, or else we will not allow them to rest. Thank you. You see, all these CBN licensed microfinance loan apps can never make it. I'm not even referring to all those loan sharks. That one is on my business. Now, let's quickly check the interest rate as approved by CBN. So let's start from Microfinance Banks. Oh, this is for current if you want to save with them. But my own is interest rates. Now, interest rate on loan, authorized overdraft and other advances, negotiable. Now, if you check the previous 2016 version, it was maximum of 3%. But World Bank compels CBN to make it negotiable so that investors can come in. So they cap it to, okay, they didn't cap it specifically. They made it maybe maximum of 7%. At the end of the day, it can't go beyond 7% or 8%. Now, you know the shocking part. All this micro lending, if you hire purchase, is negotiable. You negotiate it. And all this negotiable thing is basically maximum of 1%, 1.5%. Now, look at this now. Penal rate for late repayment on loan. Maximum of 1% flat per month. 1%. And all these crazy loan apps like Fair Money, Palm Credit, and the rest, they charge 1.5 per day. That is why they can never sue you to court. If you raise alarm, they will run away because they know that they're going to lose their license. Now, all this management fee, maximum of 1%, facility, maximum of 1%, restructuring, maximum of 0.5%. By the time you do the calculation, you realize that the highest they can never charge is 10%. That's the highest. At worst, 11%. at worst maximum that they can charge. Don't be deceived with this pay negotiable. It's not, there is a cap for it. Maybe later I'll show that. There's a cap. Maximum per month is, highest so far is 10%, 11% per month. That's the maximum. And all these crazy loan apps are charging as much as 200% per year. So know your right. Know your right. Thanks.
Good
Oh,
evening,
sorry,
sir.
good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, regarding this loan stuff of a thing, to be honest with you, I've worked with them before, you get,
You are welcome.
and
Welcome,
I did
sir.
not spend,
Welcome, sir.
hello,
We can hear you. We can hear you, sir.
and I did not spend more than 2 months there before I left because one, even people that are working there, they are not, you know, find
They are not
yourself in a
normal.
situation whereby you are not growing you in that place, there's nothing like career growth, you get,
Mm.
and these people are mostly Chinese. Because one of the reasons why you see that sometimes Nigerian will keep pressurizing customers is not their fault. See, let me tell you something that they normally do. One thing about Chinese is they will always create what we call a, a psychological game on their staff. Are you hearing me?
Mm.
So what is the essence of that psychological game? First, they will tell you that okay, they will play a psychological game on their staff. Number one is they will draw something like a KPI. They will make their salary small, whereby they will not increase the KPI, for instance, 200,000. They will not be telling you that the more you convince customer to take a loan, the more your KPI. Or the more you threaten customer to pay up the loan, the higher your KPI. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Even a job that I wanted to do. And I think I left there immediately when I discovered two things that wait, oh, most of these loan people, they are mostly Chinese. And these people, I now discovered that at the end of the day, the companies are not even paying any tax to the government. You can imagine that. When I look when I look at those things, I say, wow, God, oh. One, I then that now gave me another way to dig in into the company. I was like, wait, oh, this company does not have license. It's not this company is not registered. And on the year police, before you know they will start running. Then I was like, within a space of 6 months, we've changed office like 3 times. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we can
Now,
hear
what
you.
am I trying to say is that I've worked in a telesales. I've also worked in tele-recovery. The best thing is they will put pressure on you, pay your loan, pay your loan, pay your loan. At the end of the day, nothing, they will not do anything. That's just the truth of the matter. And some people can go any length of sending threatening message, different kind of deadly message to people that to the point that the customer will not start running. When I look at those things, I say, well, this place, there's no how I can get a career growth. That was why I just resigned from that place. And thank God, ever since I've been doing my business, I don't even like taking loan. And I will not encourage Nigerians to obtain a loan from any loan app. Because what is the essence of you taking a loan? You will take a loan of 4,000 naira, you will pay 7,000 naira within a short period of 7 days. We out, in fact,
7 days,
what are
6 days,
you
sir.
doing? I don't even know how to even classify that kind of a thing. That is pure wickedness. China came from their own country and used us, Nigeria, to fight against Nigerians.
Nigeria.
Now, the reason why they will now use money because they believe that if if Nigeria plus Nigeria work together, we are going to overtake them. They will now play psychological game on you. That you will be thinking that once you bring in more customer, they will pay you higher. So there you will now be looking for different strategy in order to convince your own fellow Nigerian, lead them into financial debt. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Perfectly, perfectly.
So one thing I even want government to do is that if there is a way, see, let me even tell you another thing. Most Chinese people, because when I raised that issue of tax something, the Chinese man that came to our office, he was like, see, let me tell you something. I am not scared. If you guys allow me if you guys allow the government to close my company today, in the next 3 days, I will go and create another 7 loan apps and I will change my location. I will change all my staff. So now let me tell you, who is now losing? You see the country that we are in. That a foreigner will have a foreigner will have strong. I don't even know how to have power. Say okay, if they remove me today, if they stop me from operating today, in the next 7 days, I'll go and create a loan hub, recruit fresh staff, and I will imagine. So to me,
But
anybody,
yeah.
whether Pampe or anybody, if Not they cannot do anything. They cannot go to your house.
Hmm.
They cannot go to your house if you open a name from anybody. They cannot go to your house. They cannot come and meet you. They can. But the thing is, people that don't know anything, they will be getting scared. Blah blah blah. They will flag your BVN. Most of them, you don't even have license to flag your BVN to credit bureau.
Mm.
Is it
Why
people
any
that?
key for you?
Is it people that? Is it people? Most of them that their companies are not registered. So now they won't flag your details to credit bureau. They cannot even do that. Just know one thing is sure. The reason why those staff are calling you, one, they are under pressure because there is one particular percent. They will give their salary may be 70,000 naira or 50,000 naira. They will not put that KPI, which is
Key
key
performance
performance
index.
index. They will not put it to like 120,000, whereby they can go extra mile to talk to you, to do anything just for you to pay back. That's just the game that they are playing.
Now.
That's just the
Okay,
game they are
hello
playing.
back.
And they cannot come to your house because I've had experience. They cannot come to what they will do is they will be shouting. And how are
If
they
they won't
normally
come
getting
my
all these
house,
their
let them
customers?
come.
One,
They
how are
cannot
they normally
come.
getting their customer? One, they will create an advert through Google Ad. And by clicking, for instance, now if you click on Okash, just believe that after clicking on that Okash, more than seven loan this thing will start calling you immediately.
Hmm.
That's just how they play their game. If you don't pay them, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. That's just one thing about it.
In fact, we should call you repentant donor agent. You are actually a repentant donor agent, and I have seen at
No,
least on
the
this our
thing is, the
platform.
thing is, one thing about me is that when you are educated and situation find you getting it, even do you know one thing? When I got that job adverts online, I was like, wow. I did not even know what they were doing until 3 days after training. That was when they now introduced that, yeah, what we do here is loan. We sell loan. I was like, wait, ever since that, I said, what everything that you guys are doing here is not even transparent. Like if anybody should come to that office now and say anything, they can pick you up and you are nobody. The Chinese will not even see them. Let
They are
me tell
not
you something.
last. They
See,
are
let
not
me tell you
licensed.
something. Even Pampi, even Pampi, they have like 5 offices in Lagos.
Okay.
If you want to finish them, if you want to finish them like this, before you know, they will change office immediately. That's why if you borrow money from Pampi, they will be telling you that it's from Flexi Cash. It's not Pampi. Don't mention Pampi. Because they know that their reputation, their license is almost they was about to even take the license away from them last year. Let me tell you something. Do you know that those agents they are not even having rest of mind?
Sure
Yes,
enough.
now.
Because okay, later when I was working as telecollection in Pampi, early in the morning like this, they will call us, please, the data is down. Okay, we will keep calling customer. Around 9:30 in the evening, the team leader will still call us that, please, the data is down. Complete 2 months that I spend there, the data is always down. There's no time that the data is always up. You that you are not strong enough, you might even have heart attack. And one thing about these people, they don't even care about your HMO. They don't even have HMO. Sometimes if you're having malaria fever, they will say, come to the office. When you start making call, the fever will go. You can imagine that nonsense.
These people are wicked. Have people not watched Speed Game? When it gets to a point, they started telling them that if you kill anybody, the money will increase. They started killing themselves.
Come to another country, he'll be telling you, your fellow Nigerian. The man told me to my face, see you, I know you are very stubborn. I know you are very stubborn. I know you can go any length, but before you go any length, we will bring you down. That was what he told me. Because one thing, I'm just like a pure enemy to them. Because there is no policy that I want to bring that me, I will not stand against. One, number one, your interest rate is high, your duration is short, and you are telling me to convince customer to convince 15 customer to apply for a loan a day.
People
And
are
thank God,
dying because of
thank
this
God,
thing,
thank God
please.
that thank God I've joined. Now let me tell you something. The issue of calling. One thing that you need to know is that you cannot stop them from calling because it's not one particular person that are calling you.
Yes.
They can see, for instance, now while I was working with them, they normally give everybody 285 numbers a day. Are you getting
Hi.
me? I'm telling
Hi.
you. And
Nigeria don't finish.
see the hear me back.
Voila.
One particular
Nigeria
person,
don't finish. Now they
are
hear,
you
now they
hearing
hear
me?
matter.
One particular person, they might even give one person 285 numbers in a day to call. And out of that 285 numbers in a day, in my former we are like 400 staff. Now,
Jesus.
now
Dread.
285 numbers times 400 staff. And if you call somebody today, if you block down, is another person that will call you tomorrow. So how many people do you want to block?
You know, Chocolate will do the magic anyway. So, but The
And
truth
this
is,
and what these people are using, they are not using direct line, they are using microsips.
I understand that line, they still need to register it, right? With NIN because it can't go without
No.
NIN.
Microsips. You don't need to register microsip with NIN. It's just like this. See, Chinese people have developed that thing from their hand.
Virtual number, random
Yes,
number.
they call it VoIP, like VOLP.
Yes, I know. I know.
Yes.
There are two numbers. Do you get that now? Let me explain that aspect as well. The one any number that will chat to you on WhatsApp,
Okay.
any number that will chat to you on WhatsApp, most of the time they actually registered number.
Yes.
So the one you are referring to, you can even use Google to register it, and it will go.
Yes.
Void, FYP, right? So, but even that one self, there is still a way you can do it that they need to register it in the code. Okay, when you were working with them, which number were you using? Is it the number they gave to you? Did they give you any number or they ask you to
One thing
register
about
it?
them that if you are working with them, they will provide you with 2 SIM card on their own.
Okay.
So is that SIM card you will be using to chat with customers. And on they block your WhatsApp number, you will still provide them a WhatsApp proof that truly your WhatsApp has been banned.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that. He
I said
said
they will provide you a SIM card,
Pampay,
and
right?
when you
Is
are
it
now
all of them or Pampay? There are some that are very, very technical in destroying Nigerians.
the only one that I know that is very very hard, is very very difficult for you to have their number is these people OP, because
Okay.
their staff doesn't have access to customers' number. So anybody that borrow from OP, if you call them, they will just say they will talk to you nicely. But you see, Pampay,
They don't have access
yes,
because OPay will not send the user data to them.
yes. The reason is, let me tell you, the reason is the numbers are not being shown to the staff. They did not the number. For instance, now if your number is 08023456789, it on staff dashboard it will show 080 slash the last number you get. So
Mm.
there's no how they can get access to the customer's number. That reason why you see OPO is somehow better than other loan app.
What we're saying is, I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, I'm referring to some of the loan apps, like you mentioned, let's say Pampay or any other loan apps. You said the day you join the team, they will give you a number to call, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I mean, they'll give you 2 SIMs, right?
Yes.
But not all of them. Some of them, is there any, will they give you phone or just SIM
They will give you phone. If it's Pampay, they will provide you a phone, a particular phone.
that you can use to call?
Yes.
Okay. So that means all the properties belong to them.
Yes.
All the property of the phone belongs to them. So that phone, what you are doing with the phone, they will be monitoring you.
Yes. Any calls you make, it will be monitored. No, what you are talking about is if you want to call see, let me tell you something. The number that you are talking is microsips, which means you can only call a customer. The customer cannot call you
Cannot
directly.
call you. Yes, I know. Yeah.
And out of that microsip, there are 2 people. There is one that customer service use. That one you can call back. But the one that normal agents are using, you cannot call that one back. They will only allow
Not
to call you.
all. See, you know what?
That's why there are some apps. There are some apps you cannot call their customer care number. Customer care will be there, but you cannot reach them. Even the email is not even working.
What I'm saying is not all is not okay. Not all loan apps are using the same that method. It's because PanPay is sophisticated, you understand? So not all loan apps are using that same method. I have a number of loan apps that when you go there, they will ask you to go and register your SIM. They
Yes.
will ask you to go and buy a SIM rather, and to
Yes.
register it
And
with
use your
your.
NIN, yes.
So that one, if you enter that, if you are anybody that in that kind of business, don't enter Wala. You understand? So I know that PanPay, they are very, very corny. They're criminal organization. Whoever is paying PanPay, that person don't get sense. I'm sorry to if you are here, you are paying PanPay. I'm sorry to abuse you.
My own is my own. I thought
They are scared of the pumping.
I'm nothing they sub for Pampy.
I thought
Nothing
I
they
thought
They are very scared of pumping.
each individual is entitled to register for a number like for 4 times. Example, MTN, you're allowed to register just 4 times.
But
And
if you have a company, you can walk up to them. They will give, it's now 500 for company. That one are for individual.
okay, I understand now.
You understand? Yeah. So for company, if you just need to show that you are registered. So you can have up to 500 to even sometimes 1,000 self. So they will just do mass registration for all the phone numbers. But not all of them. But you know, all these criminal organizations now, they cannot have, some of them will not have that privilege. So that's why they will now encourage the loan app agent to go and register new SIM. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Please correct
Yeah,
me if
with
I'm
you.
wrong, Mr. Jerry. So
Yes, you
anyway,
are right. You are right.
because of our time, people, am I
Me, I don't
lying?
even see. I told you that I hate them with passion. You don't understand.
Please get them all. Yes, please.
So it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. So
Because
please,
see, I can't imagine. See me, I can't imagine myself because I read
9 p.m.
economics. I have BSc in economics. I know what it takes. I can't imagine my fellow Nigerians suffering all because of one stupid foreigner using a psychological method to drain you.
This guy is asking if I sent them address. I even sent them address to come and meet me at home. Like,
They will
come.
not. They will not come now. Why would they come?
Why would they
I
They
come?
don't
give
have.
them no,
They don't have
like,
See,
right to even come now.
as for me,
Brad Jerry,
see, as for me, I like trouble. Me, I just give them the address. Come. If you go
Brad
back,
Jerry,
if you
Uh-huh.
ever go back, make I know why.
if you know those people working there, please start telling them to study because if you get to a time, we'll start arresting them
You
because
can't
they're
arrest
putting their
them.
fellow Nigeria to
See, what
death and they're
you
making
know our
them
plan, you know
The
that.
sell
thing is,
their property.
the thing is,
See,
Imagine, these people are really killing Nigeria. 400 and something people working on the
400,
God.
400 is even
It's
small.
too
400 is
much.
even small.
bro, I say those
It's
people are
too
devil.
much.
Those people are devil. We are talking
Too
about
it's
much.
devil.
not
I
even
swear
just.
to God,
I'm
it's
just
too
talking
much.
about one
And
particular branch.
and it's still the Nigerians that keep on
I'm just
accepting
talking.
gifts
See,
from
I'm
the
just talking
devil.
about one
He said
branch,
just
and
one
these people
branch.
have 5 branches.
400, one branch. Not even
One branch. Not,
400.
we're not talking, and we have more than 50 loan apps. Okay, but Jerry, there are some that they are not on
Now, I
Play
said we
Store.
have more than 1,200 loaners in Nigeria.
See,
1,200.
let
Okay.
me tell you something. If you
Okay.
go to Lagos now, and say you are looking for work, the as a youth, the job that you can see very fast is all this loan company.
What about those link? Those ones that they are not on Play Store.
See,
They do
the
call
reason
you
why they
and
are
they will
not on
send
Play
you.
Store is because one, the government has already banned them,
Okay.
like Lily Cash, Care Finance, and all those kind of stupid loan app.
Joy
Any
Cash.
customer that called you that say, okay, I'm going to send you a link, it's better for you not to even send.
Anyway,
And
And they are the
another thing
most
that we should be
dangerous,
praying
they are
for.
the most dangerous loan app. Those link. They are the most, if those ones tell you
And
they want
another
to
thing
send a
that you
picture,
should
they
be
will
praying
send
for,
it.
that may God not allow you to find yourself in a situation whereby you will not be thinking of borrowing.
amen.
And
That's
that's why I'm trying to raise awareness whereby you know your limit. Because the essence of the reason why people are borrowing is because of pressure.
that's correct.
On a normal ground, nobody will go and borrow money if he on his right senses and say, okay, let me go and borrow money. And
If everything is going well, why would they borrow money? Borrow money from
and
where
what is now
20,000 to
making,
pay 50,000 in 7 days.
yes, the reason why people are borrowing money is because then they put themselves in under unnecessary pressure. So that's just it. And may God not allow us to find ourselves in that kind of situation.
Hello, sir. We have an ex-agent in the comment section. He's requesting to come up. Oh, let him come
Oh
and
yeah,
maybe he should
okay.
come and give us
Oh yeah, oh
his
yeah.
insights.
Okay, you said ex-agent, right? Oh, okay. If now ex-agent, no Allah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
our
here
party.
now. Mm.
Hello, Mr. Ayon.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, so I say let me give you guys the expo, the behind the scene of all these loan apps. So I work in a couple loan apps in Lagos. I've worked for Aland. I don't know if people know Aland.
People
Aland.
know.
I also work with what they used to call it, cricket, cricket tech. These crickets now they have a couple of loan apps under them. So Aland now, Aland is only Aland. It's Little Ant. The name of the company is Little Ant, and their loan app is Aland Loan App. That one is only one. After I left Aland, I work at Quack. Quack have like 20 loan apps under their company. You understand? So as an agent, you can be assigned all of those 20 loan apps. So you'll be giving customers from different loan apps. You understand? So basically, that goes to buttress the point that we cannot really chase one customer that is not serious. If we call you and we tell you your loan is overdue or whatever, and you are showing no sign of seriousness, you are not intimidated by the threat or whatever, it is in our best interest to quickly leave you and look for somebody else. At least when we get a customer that is begging, that at least even beg or show sign that they are going to pay, we double down. But if you are not responding at all, there's nothing we can do. Like literally, there's nothing we can do. We sit down in the office all day thinking, racking our brain. What do we do? What do we do? You can send message, you can edit document, you can bro, nothing you go do. But at the end of the day, like really, there's nothing. Then I went to cricket too. Cricket is similar to park. They have a couple of apps under them. Cash Ninja, T Loan, um, credit, L Credit Cash, and so on and so forth. A lot of apps under their company. It's similar strategy. So I actually believe that that there's nothing anybody can do for you. And the thing that is just there is that the only downside to it is that the embarrassment that you'll be getting from, that your contacts will just be getting. That, that one is more difficult to explain to a third party that do not know when you borrow the money. Do you get what I mean? So imagine
Yeah,
your
sure.
in-law, maybe for example, for some mistake, the number that they have on their record is your in-law. For example, imagine your father-in-law calling you that some loan people are harassing him. It's just bad. But aside from that, there's really nothing you can do. Embarrass, yeah, threaten, and all those things. And again, they usually shuffle customers for us in like um 3 days or 4 days. Some companies 3 days. Every 3 days you get a new order. In short, every day you get a new order, but some customers will stay with you for 3 days. Okay, let me explain it like this. So when we get a new order, let's say for example, we are giving 50 50 orders every day. It's usually more than 50. Let's say 100 orders every day. That's 100 cases. That's 100 customers that you need to collect money from. You understand? So when you are getting new customers every day, out of that 100 that you are going to deal with that day, maybe like 30 of them will be new customers that will be brought to your case, like that will be brought to your file. So they'll give you new customers like 30. Then the remaining ones, that 30, they'll be with you for 3 days. That means the one I don't know if you please somebody should respond so I know that you guys understand what I'm saying. So every 3 days,
Yeah,
the customers will
you've been
leave
on this. I understand what you're
your
saying.
board
I hope you can hear
and
me.
go to
You're
somebody
getting
else.
me, sir.
So basically, it's not the same agent that is going to deal with you for the whole of your 30 days overdue. You understand? So it's going to be changing agents. Another agent is going to call you maybe after 3 days. So if for example now on your first day on my dashboard, if I call you and you are not giving any positive response, tomorrow, me personally as an agent, I will not call you again. So for that 3 days, you will not hear anything from me again until you are assigned to another agent that will now start another strategy. Some agents are relentless, they like stubborn customers. So everybody with their own pattern. But for real, at the end of the day, there's really nothing to fear because even these companies too, they try their best. They always tell us not to defame customers. Especially when I was in A-Land, they don't take it lightly. If you defame customer, if you threaten customer, if you insult customer, they will debit you. Like they will really fuck you up.
But in reality, the problem is
So it's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, there's ultimately nothing we can do. Like there's nothing any loan app can do for you. I swear to God. They can threaten. They see different. If you are threatening, if you see where we are threatening customer, go say sometimes you will talk to some customers. Me personally, I've talked to customers that have decided that they are not going to pay, and somehow you convince them to pay. Sometimes you need to beg some customers. Me personally, I usually go with the approach of sympathy. Like I always like try and understand customer. With customer overdue does not mean that the customer is a criminal. I don't know if you get me. Like I always talk to the customer, hello, Mr. Ashegun, your loan is already 30 days overdue now. It's very unlike, I've checked your record, you usually meet up with your payment. So what's going on? If there's an issue, let's talk and come to a compromise.
Sorry, please let me just cut you. Mr. Aon, please can you tell people in the comment section that still keep asking this question that there's nothing you can do to delete your contacts or your information from these people's system, and that nobody can help you to delete your information?
Do they
No,
really
you
have
can
the information?
you cannot delete your information. Once your information has been submitted, is you
Thank
know
you.
As Mr. Ion, according to him, now you work as a collector, right? There are limitations to what. Correct me if I'm wrong. There are limitations to what you have access to. Abi?
yes, depending on what day you are dealing with. For example, now when I was in Ireland, I was in reminder. So we usually go after people that their loan is yet to be due. 2 days to be precise, 2 days before your due date, you get calls and messages from us. But our own strategy is different. We offer, like, we give you an offer of a new loan, but you'll be incentivized basically to pay your previous loan to get a better offer. I don't know if you understand. So that's how we do that one. And for reminder, you only have access to the phone number of the customer. In short, you don't even have access to the customer picture, so you don't even know what the customer looks like. Just the phone number. You can't get the email, you can't get an address. But that changes when it is due date. On due date, you can see the customer picture, and you can see the customer address. But you can only get maybe one or two contact numbers that you can call. Meanwhile, reminder, you cannot get family or friends number to call. You can only get, maybe the customer have like two numbers or three personal numbers. You can have access to those numbers, but you cannot reach out to their family or whatever. But once it's due date, you have access to their family's contact, and you also have access to their address. Then overdue have access to their email. So it's like that. But the highest that you can have access to is that, okay, we can see your picture, your phone number, your address, your email, even your BVN. They will start some numbers. It's not the whole number that the agent will
That's
see.
what we're saying. It's a serious offense for them to see your BVN. So for a loan app to be showing your BVN, that is a serious offense by default. Because they're not supposed to open it. They're not supposed to expose it. It's so important, and people don't know these things. There are limitations to what they can have access to. That is why
The thing is,
thanks to Mr.
all these loan apps, they are even owned by Chinese. All of them
Yes,
is owned by Chinese.
that's the problem.
All of
This
them.
guy
I've not seen
sold
any
us
loan app
out.
that is not owned by Chinese.
This police this politician showed us out completely, all in the name of they just want to satisfy Chinese. That's why they are not talking.
I've not seen the loan app
That's
that
why
is
they're
not
not
owned by
fighting for
Chinese.
Nigeria. That's why they're not fighting for Nigeria. That has always been the problem, because of what they want to get from the Chinese, for the foreign investors. Must we, because of foreign investors, jeopardize the future of our children? Now, in this, if you just take a look at how even our government are borrowing from Chinese, and they allow Chinese to come in, more than 70%, don't let me exaggerate now, more than 70% of all these loan apps are owned by Chinese. Contact before, but again,
Yeah, I think
2022,
way before they have access to all your contact, like your whole phone book. There are some
Yes.
customers, when I was in cricket, all these flash credit and co. There are some customers, you see their whole phone book, their pastor number, or their market customer, or everybody that they save their number. You see everything. Depending on the agent now, if you now have time, what do you want to do? Who do you want to call?
If not because of Google, that is why your stupidity is at its peak. If at this time, as in what we are saying now, you are still going to download apps outside Play Store, with what you have heard now,
Yes. Some of those apps are not more on Play Store sef.
That means your stupidity is at its peak, because you are giving them complete access. Mr. Okwa explained this thing extensively. Was it on Saturday? It's like you are giving yourself out. The same way, if they want to hack any bank, anything, it's just a link. They'll just send a link to. If you are working in any financial organization, banks, any fintech, solid fintech, every month, every 2 months, they will send a mail to you. That congratulations. They send something nasty mail that will look almost exactly as your mail. If you click that mail 3 times, you are likely going to be fired, because they expect you to know that you don't click any mail outside your organization. Link is as dangerous as that. Link is as dangerous as that. If you try it, if they send mail to you, because they will test you, especially if you just enter financial sector, they will train you on this. They will train you. If they will now try it, they will send you a link that from your superior. The name of the person will say everything. That is why you need to pay attention to details. If you are working in an organization, make sure you pay attention to details, or else you get fired, because you are ignorant. Link is as dangerous as time bomb. Thanks to Ogankwa that explained this thing last time. It's as dangerous as I can send you a link, or even on WhatsApp, you will see it as facebook.com. You can never differentiate it. The moment you click like this, time bomb, you are gone.
They can use link to access your bank account. They can use it to hack your social media account. They can use links to take control of your phone and even access your phone camera direct that they can monitor what you are doing. Link is very any link that you do not know where it come from, abstain.
That's it. Now, not to talk of you now downloading apps outside Play Store. Downloading apps outside Play Store, all in the name of you need quick money,
and giving them BVN.
It's as, in fact, that phone, my advice for you, if you have downloaded apps outside Play Store, my advice for you is go and change your phone. Because you never can tell what they have done, especially all these Chinese. You can never trust Chinese people.
But then, if you are being honest, they've taken over too much. The temptation is too much, because there is no social media platform that you are going to before 5 minutes that you are pressing your phone. If you want to borrow 200,000 to pay 200 and give me 1,000, click here. They will put it in your face, and then some of them, if you have had encounter with them before, they will call you, they will text you, they will practically beg you to collect this money. And imagine somebody that is going through something financially that even is grace of God that the person is just using to hold their safe. Then you now have one loan app that is on your case that come and collect money.
That is what
it's not easy.
On my Facebook stuff, people are saying, why did I tell them that? Why did I tell people that did they force you? I said, you are too naive. Who told you that they are not for? I had to explain like five reasons why that they are forcing people to borrow loan. The moment you submit your number like this, too many call about loan. What they are doing is they are reconfiguring your mind that there is help somewhere. And there is no way.
Yeah, so your mind, even when you have not collected the money, your mind is there that you have money somewhere.
Yes, there. That you have loan somewhere else. That's the meaning of force. And they keep calling you day and night, as in sometimes every week. Even when I stopped borrowing 4 years ago, I still receive message from New Credit that I should come and borrow 300,000. To tell you, you can never be free from all these criminals until you burn the bridge.
Yes, some question. Somebody said that can they track you through your phone location? No, they cannot track you through your phone location. The only thing that is there is that they can use your phone location to verify the address that you are submitting, so that they know that, okay, yes, this is where you say you live, and that's where you are actually logging in from. Aside from that, there is not, okay, who now want to come and go to your house? who want to come and meet you in your house? So we not leave our we cannot even leave our desk like that. Like agents cannot just when you are there from 9 to around like 5 or 6 o'clock. We only have 1 hour break. You understand? And even sef our location is something that we are trying to keep on a low, because sometimes we used to be scared of police sef. We used to be scared. There are sometimes that there will be tension in the office that, oh, it's like there's police is in the building, that will be looking for escape route in case they come in, to show you that it's illegal, it's complete illegal work, it's illegal work, illegal operation. So imagine we are there, we are doing,
Someone is
we are
working in
calling
a
customer, we are threatening them with the law, we are using legal actions to threaten customer. Meanwhile we can't even we cannot even lè gbọ́ ọlọ́pàá sétí. You understand that kind of thing?
They cannot even if they hear police is coming now,
Everybody is looking for exits. Everybody is looking for unorthodox exit that nobody is going to know about.
I don't understand why people are so scared of loan apps. So people are dying every single day because of loan apps.
Omo, this start when you talked about people committing suicide, omo, e really touch me, because thinking about it, man, omo, e go far, because the kind of threats me, I most of my work is in the reminder this thing. So when I was in A-Land, all those guys that are in Overdue, omo, I used to pity some customers, because the way they would talk to you, I swear sometimes you may have zero your mind that there's nothing they can do for you. Like you already are aware that okay, there's nothing loan app can do for you, but there are some agents they will talk to you, you think it will talk to you, ma Joella Kemi Ara, you will pay the money, I swear. A lot o. Even celebrities, there are some celebrities that we are seeing their profile on loan app. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, don't mention any celebrity.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't
But
mention.
it touch everybody basically. That's my point, because
Yeah, I get
even that particular celebrity, the agents that reached out to him, they were at least they were nice. They talked to him nice, because he's a celebrity,
Yeah.
because they know him. And the man cooperate. I think the man paid or something like that. But imagine.
If they're not
I think they are benefiting from it now, because from what I can gather, all those times that we had police scares, that I believe strongly that the police were downstairs. They were at the building, and it's something that make them no enter. I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? It's something that did not make them come and arrest us. So they are benefiting from it. All those bodies, they are collecting bribe on a steady from these Chinese people. I feel like that's their main source of income, because if you look at it, if you look at it, how many microfinance banks are coming up right now? I can count on my 10 hands. It's not less than 10 microfinance banks in Nigeria. Like aside from the loan, now all those loan app na im make most of the other microfinance whatever, most of them, their loan apps that now maybe most of them you don't even do transfer there, but at least you will be able to borrow loan, and it's under microfinance. So all those things, they get their permits from a particular Nigerian body, and they pay to get those permits, because if they don't permit them, they cannot even operate at all. Like there must be some sort of regulation